perfectly broadside. Let's go for a shot. We're gonna have to hold a little bit high. Oh, that should have been perfect. If we don't hit the dirt, we should be money. Beautiful! Monster ram down. Hey guys, welcome back to Hunting Unlimited 2010, and you guys gave some amazing feedback about this game. That's one of the reasons why we're back here again. And take a look at what we're looking at here. That's a mule deer. Now that looks pretty good. Imagine what the buck's gonna look like. I can't wait to find out. Also, it was really cool to be able to see how many of us shared the same memories of playing this amazing hunting game, especially since it came out. Some of us were a kid, some of us were teenagers, some of us were adults. It doesn't matter how old we were, it just matters the fact that we had the same exact memory, the same exact moment, and it's just so cool. So today we're going to be heading out to the South Central Plains, which is basically like the desert. So I would imagine somewhere over towards like Arizona area. We're going to be hunting for mule deer, there'll be whitetail, buffalo, pronghorn, wild boar, and bighorn sheep. Our primary focus is going to be the mule deer. I would love to get a big mule deer buck. And we're going to have with us the 7mm auto loader, the crossbow in case we can call in a buck close enough. We'll have a tree stand, a tripod, and a couple of grunt collars. And yeah, we should be all set. Let's head out there, see if we can get ourselves a nice buck. But before we head out there, since we've never taken a shot with the 7mm yet, we're going to hit up the target range here and see just how accurate it is. Now the cool part about this target range is you can actually zero in your weapons to the exact dot that you want. So say you want to be zeroed in exactly for 300, you can set it in so you're going to hit pretty much right on at 300. Or you want to be zeroed in at 100, you can set it in for exactly 100 yards. Same thing with the bows, crossbows, pistols, anything. That's what's cool about this target range. So anyways, we're going to take a shot out here and see if we're on. Looks good enough to me. Alright, 450 yards away, and that is not what we're interested in. That's a tiny whitetail buck. Yeah, we're going to pass on that one, guys. Sorry about that. Alright guys, so we just got eyes on a huge muley out here. Look at the size of that buck. That's exactly what I wanted to find. He's 100 yards away, pretty much exactly. We're prone right now up on this hill looking down at him at this ravine. Alright, here we go. Looked money to me.
That's a long
Perfect shot. Giant buck down. Where is he? Right there, he just tipped over. That is a monster muley. Alright guys, here he is. Take a look. Our first monster muley down. We got him with the 7mm. Now, these racks look way better than the bucks in Call of the Wild. That is a great looking buck. And we made a really nice shot with the 7mm. I would like to eventually try and get one of these guys down with a bow. I really do like the fur on them. And, well, the fact that we actually can see where we did hit was pretty cool as well. But anyways, let's stop talking here and take a picture of this awesome buck. Alright guys, I think that looks pretty awesome there. Our first monster muley down with the 7mm at 103 yards. And let's definitely take a picture of him. Well, I guess we're done. We already got what we wanted, so there's no point in hunting anymore. Just kidding, we're going to keep on going and see what else we can find. I would really like to get a nice bighorn sheep and maybe even a nice pronghorn. Alright guys, we just got eyes on a huge ram out here. The reason I know he's big is because take a look at the size of this thing compared to this one in the back here. That looks to be like a smaller one, and this one in the front is like 3 times the size. So I think this is a big ram. Anyways, he's 160 out right here. And we do have the crossbow. I would like to try and get closer to him and take him with the crossbow. But we might just go for a heart shot. I don't know. I'm still thinking. Okay, guys. So this is what we decided to do. We decided to sneak up on him. And it looks like he's coming right our direction here. We're prone. We do have this bush here to the left of us for some good cover. But I'm hoping that he comes past like within like 40 yards out. Oh, hold on. He's moving a little bit more. He's holding tight at 58. Alright, guys. We got him 50 yards away. He's coming in. He's like 50. Well, we can actually tell with the rangefinder right there. I'm pretty sure where that's 50. Oh! He just dodged it! Are you serious? Oh, man. How did he do that? Alright guys, that was a close one. We almost just had a nice ram with the crossbow. But now I've been trying to get close to him and I can't seem to get close to him. So next time I see him, we're pulling out the 7mm. Alright, so it looks like we just got us on our first bighorn sheep. He's about 313 out here. That looks like a pretty good sized ram. Perfectly broadside. Let's go for a shot. We're gonna have to hold a little bit high. Oh, that should have been perfect. If we don't hit the dirt, we should be money. Beautiful! Monster ram down. Wow, that was a pretty good ways out there. I was hoping we weren't going to actually hit the hill right there with our bullet, but it looks like we cleared one right past it.
It's no monster.
Oh my god, a wild boar! I mean, it should have hit liver. Might have been a little bit too far back because he was walking, but...
Good vital hit.
Oh, that was money! I don't even know how far that was. I mean, I'm going to say it was probably all of 300 for sure. But, so we're actually headed over to pick up our big ram here, and we took a trotting shot at a wild boar way over there. We made a vital hit, so looking forward to go see how we actually did on that. But here's our big ram down, our first bighorn sheep. Perfect shot on him. Alright, well that looks pretty cool there. We made a 312 yard lung shot with a 7mm on this nice ram. Alright, let's pick him up. And we got him. Now, let's head over here and try and find that wild boar. Shouldn't be too hard to find. Well, we just came over here and take a look. Pretty much right where we took the shot lays our nice wild boar. That was pretty awesome. I'm so glad we found it. I don't even know if it was a boar, but look at that. So that's the exit hole there. We hit him far back in the liver area, and I guess it came out all the way through the front shoulder. 7mm. We got him at 370 yards. Okay, so it was a sow. It wasn't anything too impressive. I just got my hopes up right there.
I need a picture
but still, we're definitely going to tag out on her. And so let's pick her up. Alright, we're all tagged out, and we're all set. Awesome. Alright, so it looks like we ended up with a nice muley buck, a nice bighorn, and a wild boar. Let's head back to the trophy lodge and go take a look. So here's our sow. We made a 370 yard shot. I really want to see where we hit. Wow, I thought we hit far back, but in reality that was a beautiful shot. Looks like we probably centered that lung there and came out through the opposite shoulder. That is so awesome. So that was a sow. This is our monster muley buck. Where did we hit? Oh, you know what's cool about this? So we were way up on a hill. We were way up on this ridge, and we were pretty much at this angle here. So that's why the bullet hit a little bit higher than I would have liked. But reality, it was perfect because it came out low on the other side. So it was a perfect shot at 120 yards out, and we got ourselves a huge muley buck here with the 7mm. You know, I really do like the mule deer on this. I mean, obviously that's pretty symmetrical there, but even the fur and the size of the rack on him, I don't think it's like as big as they get. I mean, according to this, he scored 135. I feel like they might be able to get closer to 200s, but maybe not. I could be wrong. That could be a giant. I don't know. We'll have to find out soon, though. Once we find one that scores higher than 135, then we'll know. And here's our bighorn. We made a 312 yard. I think it must have been trotting, but we hit him high in the lungs, and it came out, yeah, pretty much right centered. So I am a little bit curious, though. It says he's only a billy, a bighorn. So that would mean that he's a small ram, but then wouldn't he still be a ram? I don't know. Well, I'll tell you what, if we find something bigger than this and it actually says ram, then we'll know that this is small. But for the time being, I'm pretty sure that this is a nice sized ram, bighorn sheep. Alright guys, welcome back out here. We decided to go back, grab some tags, come back out here. This time I want to try and find some antelope, maybe a nice sized wild boar. This time we'll try and find a boar, maybe even a bigger ram if there actually is a ram out here. And or there's also buffalo. I would like to find a buffalo out here as well. So yeah, let's go out here and see what we can find. I think we'll hold off on him for now.
Well, it's not a trophy.
Yeah. He says it's not a trophy, although this guy doesn't really know too much, to tell you the truth. He was telling me that 6-point buck that we got the other day was a monster, and ended up being a super small buck, but you never know. I mean, if I see a big ram that has like a curl back to it, where I know he's definitely a good one, then we're not going to pass him up, but this one, he didn't really seem that much bigger. Alright, so we finally just got eyes on a really good antelope out here. He's about 400 yards out, and we're going to have to get closer to him. But I've actually been passing up antelope left and right out here to try and find something decent. This guy, he even said, that's a good one. So if he says it's a good one, then something tells me it's a good one. Oh, okay, so we were just about to go get that antelope, and I spotted this guy. 250 yards out, and he says it's beautiful. So I don't think we're going to pass up this buck. We're going to crouch down. I don't want to spook him. But yeah, 250. We should be able to, you know, I think we have a caller. We might be able to get his attention. Let's see if that works.
Wow, look at him.
Okay, so he says he's a giant. 250. Hopefully he turns. I feel like eventually he should. Come on. Just a little bit more. Alright guys, so we finally got him stopped out here at about 250. We're going for a shot. Ooh, that was pretty awesome. Do you see it just skip across?
That's a long shot.
Perfect shot. It seemed like it skipped across that hill and then got some major arc to it, and wow, that was awesome. Alright, here he is. Let's take a look at this guy. Wow, great looking buck. Ended up being a 240 yard shot with a 7mm, and I believe that's like a 11-point buck. So this is a typical. The one that we got yesterday was a non-typical because it had double drop tines. So this thing's gonna look really cool as well. If we can get a decent angle for him, maybe like right there.
Now that's a trophy.
Oh yeah, he says it's a trophy. Let's take a screenshot of that, and that'll be good. So now, let's pick him up. And I think I might just see the antelope over there as well too. That very well could be the one that we want. It's him guys. 200 yards out, and that's the antelope that we want. I knew he wasn't too far away from here. Let's crouch down. Wasn't trying to do that. So he should be oh, he's actually stopped. Right behind that brush. That'll work. Ooh, he started walking. Hold on, he should slow up here. Any minute now. We had to go for it.
That's
Perfect.
A long shot.
Perfect. Monster antelope down. There he is. It should be our second trophy. Actually, no, like our third trophy animal. Because I count that first mule deer as a trophy. Even though I don't know if they count it as a trophy or not. But great looking antelope. Yes, indeed. That should be a trophy. He is a buck. 206 yards with a 7mm. Nice. Let's go with that. Alright, so we need one more animal to fill up all of our tags, and then we'll head back over to the lodge. I don't even know what we're going to find, but if we find something decent, we'll go for it. We're not just going to take anything. It's going to have to be something nice. Okay, guys, so we just got eyes on a nice wild boar out here, and the reason I think he's a nice one is because the guy just said not too big. So that means it should be a boar. I'm hoping it's a boar. Either way, actually, I don't really want it if it's a sow, but at this point, I feel like it should be a decent boar. So we're going to go for a shot. That should have gotten intestine, maybe liver.
That's a long shot.
Perfect shot. It is a good boar. And he's down. I saw the tusk on him when he turned like that, and it seemed like he's a good boar. Alright, so here he is. It looks like we actually hit him way back in the hind quarter, but that's because he was quartering so much. Let's take a picture of him. I'm hoping it's a boar. It is a boar. Yes! Nice. Our first boar. Awesome. So that should tag us out. And let's pick him up. There we go. All tagged out. Let's head back to the lodge and go take a look at all of our animals. So it looks like we ended up with a 19.2 wild boar, a 73 pronghorn antelope, and a 125 whitetail buck. Nice. Alright, so here's our wild boar. Let's take a look at him. That was a 207 yard lung shot. I want to take a look at that shot there a little bit. So he was quartering like this. So pretty much like almost straight at us. We hit right there in the front shoulder. And where it came out is way back in the hind quarter. That is pretty awesome right there. Look at the penetration. And here's our nice buck. We got him at 240 yards out. This is the one that we smoked after we tracked him for a long time and finally ended up getting a nice shot. I really wish it could show how many points he has, but I guess we could count. So I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 12-point buck right there. A nice typical 12-point buck. And yeah. Next we have our pronghorn antelope. A nice buck that we got him at 206 yards out. He was at this angle here. We pretty much hit right where the white line turns into orange right there. And I think it was like almost straight across. Yeah, okay. So a really nice buck. Yeah, that's what they're called. A buck pronghorn. And he ended up scoring 73.8. Nice. And yeah, pretty awesome. I really did enjoy hunting out there. I don't know if you would call it a desert or, I don't know, plain. I guess it's just called plains. But anyways, I really did enjoy hunting out there. And I was actually thinking about going to Africa. But then when I saw a preview of what the mule deer looked like, I was like, okay, we got to go out here and hunt for a mule deer because I really want to get a nice buck. And we ended up getting a nice buck, the first animal of the hunt. So I'm really happy about that. And that's going to be it for this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. And we'll see you next time. What do you guys think about this coming up next? Take a look at that kudu. Man, that looks awesome. Wow. I can't believe how good these actually look. Absolutely stunning.